There we go. Yay. Good news. We are up. We are running. We're on Facebook. That means we're on YouTube. Getting ready for coffee with Casper. We will go into our 20 minutes together starting exactly at 8:30. So we're just hanging out for a couple of minutes. Getting ready. Let me know where you are. There's Pam from Santa Rosa. Good to see you this morning, Pam. It's a beautiful day in SoCal as well today. Good morning, Candace from Palm Desert. Going to be a warm one here. Going to be warm in Palm Desert, I'm guessing. All right. Nice to see you all this morning. Casper is right here chasing lizards. That's his hobby. Good morning from Whittier, Carol. Nice to see you this morning. There's Arlen from San Clemente. Nice to see you this morning. Nice to be in touch with you guys as you post stuff during the week. Nice to see you. Ooh, Candace says it's going to be 116 in Palm Desert today. Oh my goodness. My Lord. Yay. Well, we're going to make it a beautiful day. That's all. There's Graham Moses checking in. Nice to see you, Brother Graham, this morning. All righty. We're going to gong ourselves in 1 minute. Casper, you want to come say hello real quick? Come on. Come on up. Come on up. Oh, there he is. Oh, boy. He was busy chasing lizards. It usually comes up when the camera starts. There we go. Good morning. Let us know where you're checking in from. We got a nice gang already assembled. And there's 8:30. Here we go. We're going to gong ourselves in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a big, deep breath in. Remember, the idea of that deep breath is to try to let it go into the belly, the big Buddha, the happy Buddha belly breath, right? And then you're going to relax your shoulders as we let out the sound ah. So here we go. We take a big, deep breath in. The gong is just reminding us that we're all creating a vibration with the sum total of our awareness. So let's get ourselves in tune to our higher nature right now. Another big deep breath in. Ooh, big one. Relaxing the shoulders. Then bring the energy up into your heart center. We're just going to spend. Good morning, Reverend Tricia from Moore Park. Nice to see you this morning. We're seeing you later live today. Well, I don't know if you saw the poster. Thank you, Candace, for helping with the poster. But what it said is the descent of spirit. I think the descent of spirit is a very important thing. There's Ernest Holmes wrote in his book, The Science of Mind, gave a wonderful diagram, which was for many years the emblem for the Church of Religious Science. We now use it as the teaching symbol. I don't know why we didn't keep it as the symbol, but that's okay. I'm going to go over that symbol, and it's called the descent of spirit into form. So I'm going to review it with you, and what it's talking about, and I'll draw it for you in a minute, but what it's talking about is the triune nature of the universe itself. Spirit, soul, and body. Mind, spirit, mind, body. So if we also look at that within that threesome, so here is, I'll begin to draw it for you. We've drawn it before, as I have drawn it for more than 35 years teaching classes. So I'm going to just draw a circle. And the idea of the circle, excuse my not perfect circles, but the idea of the circle is that there's nothing, if the circle is representing the unity of all life, the oneness of all life, then as a symbol, there's nothing outside the circle. Everything is inside the circle. And then we're going to divide that circle into three. So we're going to have the top section, we're going to call that spirit. The middle section, we're going to call that mind. And the third section, we're going to call that body. You could also, in the individual, call it conscious mind, subconscious mind, and effect. You could also call it seed, soil, and plant, right? That you plant the seed consciously you plant the seed and then you get the plant. That's how farming works, right? Good morning, Pam. Paul, Fagan, nice to see you from Studio City. Aloha, Ann from Honolulu. Welcome, welcome. So in this model, and the reason that this is in that book, The Science of Mind, by the great, wonderful Ernest Holmes from the last century, is it's sort of looks like an arrow or a V. But what it's talking about is that up here, which is spirit, this is where we want to be mindful. And I remind you that spirit is the only power that knows itself. So when you get to the place in evolution where you spiral up to the place where you're subconscious, you're a self-conscious being, I can think and think about what I think about, that means that I am that which is spirit. Now you've heard the biblical expression, good morning, Elizabeth, nice to see you from North Hollywood, and Daz, good to see you this morning. We've heard over and over again, and Ernest says it very clearly, spirit is the only power in the universe that knows itself. Now, Meister Eckhart, the mystic from the 12th century, well, the 13th century, the 1200s, Meister Eckhart says, the only begotten is forever begetting itself in me now. So when we refer to the begotten one, we're not talking about an individual, we're talking about the recreation of the image of God in the individual. And that we are created exactly in the image of God, meaning not that God is a person and looks like a person, but God looks like this. And your true nature, you look like this. Because you have spirit, you have soul, or what we would call the subjective mind, right? And you have a body. And not only do you have a body, but you have the body of your experience. Now, if I'm down here in my little body, see my little stick man down here that I built? See, so I'm down here in the body. But my true nature is this whole thing, right? So I am spirit, I am soul, and I am body. I am spirit, I am creative mind, which is this middle section, or subjective mind, and I am body. And the way that it's supposed to work, the way creation works, hey Patrick, aloha from Kauai. We got 2 islands out there with us today. Nice to see you, the Reverend Patrick, doing such wonderful work out there. So this is how it works, spirit, soul, and body. Spirit is the only power in the universe that knows itself. So if I'm created in the image and likeness of God, then I am supposed to be that which knows itself. So I go to bed at night, I go to sleep. I don't know where sleep is, but I have faith I'm going to come back from this place called spirit. And what I have suggested for years and years and practice daily is don't get out of bed until you can greet the day. Meaning the idea is that you're supposed to know who you are first thing in the morning. I know I am one with the one. I know I am born in the image and likeness of spirit. I choose the quality of spirits that I choose to express in this day. And what we talk about is I choose love, life, joy, health, beauty, freedom, wonder, equality, justice, love, right? I'm choosing these qualities of the eternal one consciously. Now that means that automatically, because I'm connected through the law of the circle or the law of mind, it means automatically that which is going through my consciousness is being acted upon by the law of the circle or the law of mind or creative mind itself. The infinite creative mind of the one. There's only one mind in the universe. I don't have my own mind. My brain is an instrument of the one mind of which I am one. So it's supposed to be that I'm supposed to be conscious, meaning because what's going through the spirit that knows itself, that's me, what's going through my consciousness is creating my experience. Now, if I don't do that, and we're now in the other mode, and I'm coming from down here, right? I would be my small self reaching up to my high self. And usually when we're there, it's because we're in trouble. That's the beseeching prayer. Oh God, please help me get through this mess. Oh God, I don't know how to handle the situation. Oh God, it's so too much for me. Oh God, I'm down here asking the divine to come to my rescue, or to show me the transcendent authority of my divine self. But I did not participate up here. I didn't go starting from up going down. I didn't choose how I'm going to be today. Now, this is what happens. If you don't use this up here, if I don't know, if I'm not busy using my conscious awareness, if I don't use my conscious awareness, then whatever is on the surface here is going to be what mind is creating. In other words, if the race is feared to death, if people are blowing each other up, if people are believing in prejudices and racisms and separatisms and egoisms and all the ways that edges out spirit, then those fearful ideas will be what's being acted upon, because I, in the state of my conscious knowing, didn't plant what I mean today. Today is a brand new baby day. And I have to wake up, not I'm a day older and a day more exhausted or a day more wiped out or a day more afraid. No, this is a brand new day in which I am choosing love and light and truth and wisdom and freedom and belonging. Good morning, Marguerite. Hey, the Reverend Dr. Janine Burns from Long Island is here. We got a group this morning. Nice to see everybody. Nice to be together. So what I said in the poster is it's the descent of spirit. It's better to use my conscious awareness and plant the seeds of my intention in the law of mind. I don't have to do it. The law of mind will do it. But if I'm not clear about it, what's going to happen is these things below the surface are going to be what's there, and so there's going to be what's acted upon. As opposed to, this is a brand new baby day, and I want to get out of bed. Before I get out of bed, I want to notice. I love all the people who already told me that it's a beautiful day where they are. Good, that's because your consciousness is aware that it's a beautiful day. Your consciousness is appreciating what's happening. Your consciousness is appreciating your morning routine, whatever that is. Your consciousness is honoring your body in assimilation, circulation, and elimination. Your consciousness is calling on the divine pattern of wholeness to be renewed and refreshed. And how often do I do it? Until the reality. How often do I engage in being consciously aware of who I am? Until the reality of your transcendent authority as an immortal spiritual being is what you're experiencing in your life. I'm choosing joy and love and connection and beauty and safety and harmony and peace and poise and power and grace. Today, I'm choosing it because there's no limit to how much of those things are available to me in the universe. And if I don't choose it, I may be letting the race all around me or the belief system all around me choose what could be coming from fear and doubt and worry and anxiety. And worry and anxiety beget worry and anxiety. It is using my transcendent authority that gives me the power to wake up to a new day, to wake up to a new possibility, to use this day to grow deeper and higher than I've ever grown before. Not because it happens automatically, but because I am remembering who I am. I'm having compassion for an unenlightened humanity that hasn't quite realized within their own being is the spark of divinity that says I am one with the one. That says, I am that. I am the begotten of the Most High, growing and expanding and coming into the awareness of my transcendent authority, that the wholeness of life shall be revealed as the pattern of wholeness, the image of creation, the beauty of my own soul. Again, Meister Eckhart, as we've talked about so many times. The soul has two faces. One is gazing at the glory of God. The other is directing the senses. And until you tune in to your own I am consciousness, directing your senses and tuning yourself to that highest nature of your being, to that highest nature of love, to that highest nature that you can extend it out. Good and more good is mine. There's no limit to the good that is mine. Everywhere I go, I see this good. I feel it. It crowds itself against me. I open to it, and it multiplies itself around me, which causes me to be a beneficial presence in the world. Wouldn't you rather surf as a beneficial presence in the world than as someone struggling in fear and doubt and limitation, which is why you came to bring light into the world, why you came into the awareness that you are one with the one, why you know that you and the divine together are an unlimited and supreme authority, so long as you are in tune with the infinite, and the infinite impulsion is love. And I am looking to see that the universe loves me so deeply that it's allowing me to gaze at the glory of God, even as I attune myself to that which is the Christ nature, the Buddha nature, the high nature. And it doesn't matter what the religion is or what the tradition is, the I am presence belongs to each and all. And the I am present is transcendent of all things. But we must rise up to that place. We must call it in. We must say, I listen, I hear, I seek, I follow. I'm in tune. I am being guided, guarded, directed, protected, and led into the paths. Good morning, Elise from New Jersey. Nice to see you. I'm being guided, guarded, directed, protected, and led into the paths of perfect right action. So here's an affirmation for you. If you haven't had this is the very first affirmation I ever learned. When I was in the hospital, frightened to death, and a New Thought teacher whose name was William Hart, a man with heart, came to me and gave me a new idea of who I might tune into. I was always that I am presence. I was always the power of love and joy and freedom and peace and poise and grace and happiness and beauty, because I could choose it always. I was always free to choose it. But I needed to remember. I needed to become conscious of what it is I could choose. So if you're working on yourself and you need something to help you go into that magic land that we call peace, here's a wonderful affirmation that I highly recommend and I've been using for more than 40 years. And here it goes. I sleep in peace. I awake in joy. And I live in the consciousness of the all good. I sleep in peace, I awake in joy, and I live in the consciousness of the all good. And give that affirmation to yourself whenever you're anxious, whenever you're not sleeping in peace. I sleep in peace, I awake in joy, and I live in the consciousness of the all good. Reminding myself that good and more good is mine, that there's no limit to the good that is mine. That everywhere I am, I can feel that good, see that good, be that good. I can call it into being today because I am conscious and I'm going from spirit into form, not from form to, oh my God, what's gone wrong, spirit. Nothing has gone wrong. It's knocking on your door. Wake up, breathe, choose, discover, thrill. Become a human being, fully alive. The glory of God, St. Ignatius said, is a human being fully alive. You are that glory. You are that life. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. You've been watching Coffee with Casper. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I have a birthday coming up. We're going to be celebrating with family and friends. And 69 is divine. And 68's been great. But 69 is divine. So I'm going to ride this wave. I'm going to be someone who allows myself to use the descent of spirit because I am that spirit. And I have a right to use that creative law to bring as much good, as much love, as much beauty, as much peace, poise, power, and grace as I have room for. And I'm working on my consciousness every day to make more and more room to be that place of love, to be that place of light, to be that place of joy. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. You've been watching Coffee with Casper. We've been doing this work on Tuesdays for over 5 years now. And all we ask you to do is if you find something valuable in our time together, is share the video. Share the video on your Facebook and your Facebook groups, on LinkedIn if you belong to LinkedIn, on YouTube if you're a YouTube person. Share. Let's bring more and more people together into this beautiful, powerful, creative force that we are as light workers in the world, doing what we have promised the Father, Mother, Most High we would do. We will help bring in a new day in the human condition, a new day on planet Earth, where peace will guide the planet and love will rule the stars. We're the right people at the right time, doing the right thing. You are something special. And until we meet again, I invite you to go in the light, as the light and with the light. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. Thanks for sharing with us. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye for now, but it's out there 24/7.